Hey guys, what's up? It's Abigail May. I'm super excited for today's video because we're going to be talking about my daily non-negotiables. So those are things that I do daily without fail. However, because I am human, I do fail and I don't do these daily. And I have to admit that these things have only come into play for like the last 2 weeks. Prior to the last 2 weeks, so I should say for the last 4 months, ever since maybe August, I have struggled to stay in a routine, to have healthy habits for myself, and to stay consistent in those routines. However, within the last 2 weeks, I have finally found a routine that I love, that works for me, and that has so many different healthy habits to kind of keep my life organized and to also keep me not only motivated but disciplined and just taking care of myself overall. And these routines that I'm about to show you, some of you guys probably have seen in past videos. It's just some of the same things, but I wanted to go a little bit into depth about why I do these things and why they have an impact on my life. My first almost daily non-negotiable that I do is take a bath. And one of the reasons why I do this almost daily is because it really relaxes my pregnant and growing body. But not only that, it just kind of puts me in a mood of winding down and getting ready for bed and preparing for the next day. Along with this, I've been building a hair and skincare routine. I'm trying to grow out my hair right now, so I'm trying to take care of it as best as I can. And I'm trying to clear up the acne that I do have by taking care of my skin. Another daily non-negotiable that I do is I look at my calendar each and every day. I plan out my routine and I plan out the things that I want to do in that day to ensure that I stay productive and I'm just ready for the next day. So you may already have heard of this term, but this is what I do on my closing shift. So just like in a restaurant, as the restaurant is closing down, each person does the things that they need to do to prepare the people who are coming in the next day to kind of take over. And so part of this closing shift is I like to make sure that my dishes are washed. They don't necessarily need to be dried and put away, but as long as I wash them, that is perfectly okay. And like I said at the beginning of the video, I am not perfect at washing all of my dishes, making sure everything is clean, but when I do my dishes, when I wash them and when I put them away, it kind of helps with my overall stress and frustration in the morning, because when I wake up in the morning, I don't necessarily want to see dirty dishes in the sink and a messy kitchen. So this really helps to be proactive, so I'm thinking about myself when I wake up in the morning. Growing up in my family's household, we always cleaned our dishes after dinner. They were always cleaned, dried, and put away for the next day. And this is something that we worked as a team to do. So it wasn't just my mom doing it, but it was me, my sisters, and both my parents helping to clean the kitchen and just make sure that it was ready for the next day. I want to emphasize this. I don't do this every single night. But majority of the evenings during the week, I will tidy up my home before I go to bed. So this looks like putting the little odds and ends where they go, cleaning up the living room, wiping down the counters, and sometimes sweeping the floors. But honestly, a lot of it just depends on how cluttered and untidy the house is already, and also how dirty our floors and countertops are. If I have meal prepped something big or just made a big meal, I will always clean off the counters because I don't like all the griminess of it. So this is just part of my closing shift and how I make sure my home is ready for the next day. I know sometimes it can feel like these chores or these things will never end. There will always be dishes, there will always be clothes to clean, there will always be a house to clean. But really, when you take the time, any second that you have to clean your house and make it look nice, it honestly makes me personally feel a whole lot better, and it helps me prepare for the next day. This is the last nightly, daily non-negotiable. I will always make sure that Gentry Nice coffee is ready and prepared for the morning. This means getting fresh water, putting in new grounds, and setting it for the time that we are going to wake up. So when we wake up, all we have to do is grab a glass and sit and have a cup of coffee. And I absolutely love this because honestly, it motivates me sometimes to just get up out of bed knowing that I'm gonna get a warm cup of coffee and a blanket to just sit on the couch with. And after doing those nightly non-negotiables, I can wake up and do my morning non-negotiables. I can grab that cup of coffee like I had scheduled and planned out the night before, and I can just be ready and excited for my day. This isn't to be cheesy, but in all honesty, smelling that cup of coffee in the morning really energizes me and wakes me up, and I absolutely love it. My morning non-negotiable is this. I will turn on my TV, not to watch TV, but to go on YouTube and find kind of an ambiance that is Christmassy or however I'm feeling with a little bit of lo-fi in the background. And I love just setting the mood for the morning so I can feel great, I can feel calm. Sometimes I will go without music, it just depends on the day, but majority of the time there's some classical music or even lo-fi going on in the background. My third non-negotiable of the morning is to read scripture. I will grab my blanket, grab my coffee, and I will flip to wherever I am reading. And to be honest with you guys, the last 4 months, I have not been good at this. I have not been sitting down with Jesus, reading his word, and praying to him. But thank the Lord for the last 2 weeks because it has gotten so much better to where this is just a non-negotiable again. I will sit down and it's the first thing that I do in the morning. Okay friends, I don't do this every single morning, like I said, but I either read a chapter in the book that I'm reading, which is Anxious for Nothing by Max Lucado. I thought you guys could read that, I guess you can't. Or I will journal, and today I decided to read a chapter in Anxious for Nothing, and I've been loving this book. It's been forever since I have picked up a book that wasn't required for a class, and I'm so grateful that I'm doing this because with the amount of time I spend on my phone, this is just a necessity to sit down and read this book and not be distracted by anything else. And before I even think about going to the gym, I always have to make sure that I eat something before and after. So I will have half a cup of cottage cheese. It is so good, and it's filled with a lot of protein. And of course, I will get ready for the gym. Today, I thought I was going to braid my hair, but my short hair decided not to cooperate with me. Next non-negotiable is going to the gym. It ultimately makes me feel so much better, and it's healthy for me and it's healthy for baby. I do want to apologize and say I didn't film a whole lot at the gym because I am gym shy, so I filmed this in the corner of a room at the gym that I go to. After heading home from the gym, my next non-negotiable is that I eat second breakfast. This to me looks like 2 hard-boiled eggs because I want to make sure I'm getting in that protein, and sometimes I'll add a little bit more than that just depending on the day. I will also take my prenatal vitamins, okay? This is something I do every single morning without fail. Because it is the winter months and it is so cold and skin gets dry and crackly, this is a non-negotiable to take care of my skin. I have started using a body lotion and body oil, not just on my belly that's growing, but on my legs and arms and body as well, because I want my body to stay hydrated and moisturized. I don't want it to be all crackly and all that stuff. I will also take care of my face by applying a few different products. This really just depends on the day, but I will apply a vitamin C and collagen serum. I will also apply the CeraVe, or CeraVe, however you say it, moisturizer, and then sometimes I will apply a little bit of Aquaphor. So that concludes the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys aren't already subscribed, please subscribe and like this video. It just helps me out so much to know that you guys are enjoying my content.